So here's the deal. All of this footage is recorded on the Autel EVO 2 version 2 Pro. Autel 2 Pro version 2. EVO 2 Pro version 2. So confusing. Anyway, I started to catch some rolling shutter as well as a lot of flicker in the footage. And the worst offender when it comes to all of this is when flying forward and panning up. I've caught it in other scenarios, sideways tracking, as well as just regular movements. Have been able to repair it quickly with just shutter repair inside of Premiere Pro. But when you're going to drop $2,000 on a drone that's supposed to be able to film in 6K, you're not expecting to have to deal with issues like rolling shutter and flicker when you're just doing basic camera movements. Here's a series of shots starting at 6K, 24 frames per second, and 30 frames per second. F-stop stays 11. Shutter changes just to eliminate that from the equation. Everything is recorded internally on the EVO's flash drive. So it's not a micro SD card error. Finally, dropping down to 4K at 60 frames per second. When I just drop the 60 frames into a timeline of 24 frames per second, it's absolutely horrific. But when interpreted at 24 frames per second, it's acceptable. So basically, anytime you need to make a major movement on the EVO 2 Pro, you have to kick down to 4K and jump up to 60 frames per second. And then you can do everything in post to try and get the speed and the look that you want. Not what you want to be playing around with, like what I said earlier, a $2,000 drone. It's a shame. I love this drone. I'm getting used to flying it. The image is absolutely beautiful. But if this is going to be the deal with the footage coming out of this drone, then it's unacceptable. It cannot be used for video purposes, and I'm going to have to move on to something else. Do you have solutions? Have you seen this? Have you gotten a response back from Autel? I'm curious to know. Please comment. Share this video with other people that you fly with. Let's come up with a solution. And hopefully we can find a company that can compete with DJI, be a little less expensive, although 2K is still not a drop in the bucket, but allow for all of us to have a lot more fun and demand higher quality from the equipment that we use every day.